Hello, my name is Mark Kolebaba, President and CEO of Adamera Minerals Corp. As you know, we've been testing IP anomalies on the Oversight property near the Overlook Mine. One of our top results is 19.4 grams per ton gold over 1.07 meters. What's significant here is that high-grade intersection is at the bottom of a drill hole. We don't know quite how thick that is just yet. So this video, I'm going to talk about some of these results and show you how we've used that data to vector in on a very interesting target area. On this map, you can see the various drill holes that we put in this year. You can see where the 19.4 grams per ton is. And I'm going to show you this data along with historic data. And I'm going to show you why we think we need to push the drill to the north. And further to that, we think we've identified an area just immediately north that is completely untested and may be part of or along trend with the Overlook Mine. All right, let's take a look. Here's a cross-section of OS 1803. You can see where we've got a couple of gold intercepts, a few zones up to 3 grams per ton. Now if we move 50 meters to the north, we see OS 1802. And we get a few small intercepts up at the top of this hole as well, but as we get lower down in this hole, we start to see some very significant numbers. 19.4 grams per ton gold over 1.07 meters at the end of the hole. This hole stopped in mineralization. So our first step now is to drill deeper in this hole and see how thick that 19.4 gram per ton zone might be. In this slide, we're looking at a cross section. We're looking west, and you can see drill holes oriented from south to north. The colors in this represent the gold values, with red being the highest grades. Drill holes to the north show thicker gold intervals, a higher frequency of gold intervals, but also an increase in the grade. Here's our 19.4 grams per ton at the bottom of that hole. So clearly you can see gold is increasing towards the north. Looking at this data in plan view, we can see the Overlook Mine in red. We estimate the trend of that mineralization to be in a northwest-southeast direction. Most of the drilling in this area is outside of the trend, and as we move towards the trend from south to north, we see an increase in the grades, but also an increase in the frequency of gold intercepts. Just as we enter that zone, we see an intercept of 19.4 grams per ton in drill hole OS 18-2. Then we have to ask ourselves, in the past, why is it this area up here along trend with the Overlook Mine, why was it not tested by drilling? I think the answer to that question is related to the magnetics in the area. So on this map, you're looking at detailed magnetic groundwork, and the white polygon is the Overlook Mine outline. Historic and recent drilling has focused heavily on the magnetic data, particularly the zone outlined by those two dashed lines. There are two specific trends, A, a trend shown by the magnetics, and B, a trend shown by the mineralization associated with the Overlook deposit. If you follow the mineralization trend, you head towards an intense magnetic low near the 19.4 grams per ton gold intersected by drill hole OS 18-2. On this slide, I've turned off the magnetics and put on the IP. Interestingly, in the Overlook deposit, the high-grade zones appear to be related to IP trends. Also, the Overlook deposit, half of the ore came from rocks that are magnetic, the other half of the ore came from rocks that are non-magnetic. Why is that important? Where we intersected the 19.4 grams per ton, that mineralization is in non-magnetic rocks. Now let me zoom in here for a quick summary. Current drilling by Adamera has identified a new high-interest zone on the Oversight property. This area is on trend with the Overlook Mine. It's associated with a number of IP anomalies, and it falls within a very intense zone of low magnetics. Drill hole OS 18-2 just clips this area, and it intersects at the bottom of the hole 19.4 grams per ton gold over 1.07 meters. This drill hole terminated within the mineralization. One of the first things we need to do here is go back in, re-drill that hole, and just see how far that zone extends. Secondly, we need to step out to the northeast and see if we can continue to hit high-grade mineralization. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned.